I have a pretty simple question. Though this is available in the fine print of many credit cards, I'd like to know the interest applicable on part payments. Let us say my credit card bill is 1,000 rupees and I paid 950 rupees. I would like to know how the interest is charged and the rationale behind it. Thank you.
I think most consumers are not aware that even like he gave, out of 1,000, if he pays 950, he loses the free credit period on the entire 1,000 rupees. From whatever date he has used it till the time he pays it off, interest will be charged and service tax on that interest will also be charged. I think clearly credit cards are really to be used for convenience and expense management. Credit cards as a tool for getting credit to be used extremely discreetly and for very, very temporary periods of time, it is okay. Otherwise, there are other means of credit that one should look at. Credit cards is not a good way to raise any long-term credit, and by long-term I mean anything more than 2-3 months. Credit cards is not the right instrument.
Credit card limit that I asked the bank on checking cost, and if I did block my card, but then it didn't let me add that, so I crossed my credit card limit. So what do I do now?
It seems that she had a credit card. She tried to block the credit card, but eventually it did not happen. What happens? What is the tip that you can give at this stage?
So if you have lost your card and clearly you are afraid of misuse, the first thing that you must do is to call up the call center, get the card blocked, get a reference number of that blocking. It's not good enough for the call center to tell you that your card has been blocked. You need a reference number. Note down that reference number and time. It would also be advisable, especially for her since she has not been able to get it blocked, to write a official email onto that particular bank's website, and perhaps also to file an FIR with the police, because if it is misused, the liability can be pretty high, and as per the card member rules, as per the card rules, essentially the liability is of the card member till you notify the bank of its loss.
Right. My query is very simple because it makes the credit card holders complicated for the simple reason that when we want to take a card, these people will come to us, the associates or whoever the employees of the bank, they come to us and they say there are no strings attached. For example, the major issue is with the annual fee. In fact, I hold at least 4 to 5 cards. I have been discontinuing these cards for a simple reason because what they promise, then after 1 year, you will simply find it ranges from 1,200 to 2,500. And it is the same with every bank. It can be with your national bank and its foreign banks. And you'll be surprised, the customers will be surprised to find out again the annual fee which comes there. While giving a card, this associate said, yeah.
We kind of get your question, Mr. Satya. I would ask Mr. Harsh Rungta in Mumbai to answer this query.
So two things essentially. One, I think when a credit card form is taken today, along with that, every bank has what they call a most important document, which lists down in abstract the overall terms and conditions. So even if the agent has made a false promise to you, that won't be there in that MID. Unfortunately, most consumers sign forms without either filling them up or reading them. So I think that to that much extent, I think consumers also share in some of the issues that crop up. The second is if Mr. Satya has actually been promised completely free for life cards, then his best bet is to complain on the bank's website, and most banks have websites where they have the grievance section, and typically if in 15 to 30 days if they don't receive a resolution of their queries, Banking Ombudsman is an extremely effective medium to solve issues like this, and it has helped a lot of consumers. I'm sure it will help Mr. Satya too.